his energy when his chi strike. Then from his back he pulled out new chucks. One by one I watched him fall, switching styles. He knew them all. Styles you don't know, he knows he's that good.
Hey guys, it's Indian here, and I'm going to show you the Merchanting guide about how to read graphs and how to predict, movements in the graph and when to buy and when to sell and stuff like that. And this video will just cover the basics because I only want to, teach it to the people who don't really know. And I'll get into the more advanced stuff in a later video. So yeah, let's get started with the Grand Exchange. Hey guys, so I'm just here at Grand Exchange Central. This is a very good site for beginners because it gives you a lot of precise information, and I recommend going to this website over the basic RuneScape Grand Exchange website. So let's get started. Reading the graphs, I'll show you the beginners a basic, let's say, trend or basic signal that me and my friends in my old clan, I'm not in that clan anymore because they're just not recruiting. I made a new account, which is Indian Bruda, and they just don't, I don't know, they haven't been recruiting, so I haven't been in the clan chat or anything. So I've just kind of been soloing it, since I came back. And yeah, so what we called it was a hockey stick pattern. And if you look on the graph here, this is what it is. You'll see what looks like a hockey stick in a way, sort of. And what you want to do is you want to buy at the end of the stick, and that would usually be, say, so you'll come look at an item, right? Let's say you looked at it at about this date here, May the 16th. You see it's or May the 17th. You see it's going past this line here. And what you want to look for is you want to keep looking at this item. You want to keep following it, because what you want to look for, and especially if you're following the change in price, that's another good thing to do. If you're beginning, you want to get used to following the change in price of an item, and you want to get used to using V's to predict your price in the GE. What price you want to buy it and sell and stuff. And it gives you a good guide as well, like of what price it might be. So getting back to the graph, you want to follow it, for quite some time. You want to build yourself some favorite items or some safe items that like always work for you, and you want to keep looking at their graphs. The safe items could be the ones that you flip. Those could also be very good for investing as well, for short term. And so I've never merged with these before. I've never flipped these before. I've never done anything with these before because these probably came out, while I quit, the period while I was, not playing. So I don't really know much about these. But looking at the graph, I see this hockey stick here, and I know that they're a piece of armor that can be good. I mean, I've heard that they absorb a lot of magic damage, so this could be very useful. And I know that people might buy these, or there's a demand for these. But looking at the graph, what you want to pay attention to is the change in price and the percentage, because as you look here, following it the last couple of days, you see it's dropped 3.2%, 3.6%, 2.9%, and then 0.7%. Now, if you look at these three here, the past three change of prices, 3.6% is quite a bit. That's the amount of profit you probably want to get per item when you're flipping. And then you have 2.9%, which is a 0.7% drop in price. That's quite a big percentage, for an item, just for one day. And then from 0.7% drop to 1.2%, that's another big percentage drop. So what that's telling you is that the price for the item each day will be, slowly, decreasing, but then you'll see that it's going to start increasing. So, and tomorrow, the price for this will probably be up 2K maybe, or maybe up 5K, because the rate that it's decreasing is starting to slow down at such a good rate that it'll probably start increasing at a even better rate. And I know that's hard to understand. I mean, it's sort of hard to explain. You know, coming from me, I don't know if there's anyone else out there, but when I have an idea in my head, you know, I can think of it perfectly, but I can't really explain it perfectly. And I'm sorry if that's happening to you, like you just can't understand it. But, you know, if you want to understand this better, I recommend that you keep, you know, looking at these. You keep trying to understand what these mean. Because this is very vital for, you know, short-term investing, like say 3 days to a week. This is very good information. You want to keep this in mind. You want to keep looking at these and learning about these. And it's got to take practice. You know, you don't get this overnight. And it certainly didn't happen for me overnight. I lost about 50 mil merchanting. But, you know, from a 50 mil loss, I gained about 198 mil over like last year, I think, was it? On the 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I got about 192, 198 mil from 50 mil loss, you know, over a period of a year. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is practice. You know, you have to keep this in mind. And yeah, don't remember that pattern, the hockey stick pattern. Look for items. You know, not every item will have this, but the items that you want to look at is probably the skilling items, which is, you know, the maples, you know, the runes, logs. What else could there be? You know, all the things that skillers use. Like probably not shards, because you know there's hardly any profit in shards. Well, most of the runes, some armors as well. You know, most traded armors, this will happen. Barrows, this will happen. Barrows, this definitely happens. You know, at least once or twice a month, this happens. Um, what else could there be? Dragon equipment. It might not happen very often, but it still happens to that. Boots. That will definitely happen to boots. Whips. Sometimes it happens to whips. And yeah, you want to keep looking for this. So this is the piece of information I'm leaving for you beginners, the hockey stick pattern. So you just want to, you won't see it because, okay, say you looked at it, like you won't get to see all of this. You won't get to see, you know, from say you're looking at it on the 19th May. You won't know what's going to happen the next few days. But if you see this happen, if you see this, you know it's going to keep rising. And especially if the 30-day average is so close to it, you know, generally it'll happen close to the 30-day average. If the increase happens close to the 30-day average, like see how much of a little gap there is from here to there, you know it's just going to keep rising and keep rising. And that's what I want to leave with you guys. Even over here, it'll still happen. You know, it might not be for long, but it's still going to happen for a little bit. But it's best to do it when it's close to the 30-day average. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope I helped out in a little way. I hope I gave you some information. This is definitely a useful site to learn. And also, this is my old clan here, Lumbridge City. They're not recruiting right now, but stay tuned to them. I guess join the friend chat. These guys are really helpful. They help me get my 198 mil. And yeah, these guys are very good. They taught me everything I know. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Please, you know, leave a comment on how I did. And yeah, if you wanna ask more questions, add me in friend chat or add me in game. My name's Indian Bruda. No, you know, different. It's just INDIN space BRUDA. Thanks for watching.